annual JV tournament here at Memorial High School. We're going to see how broadcasting goes here today. I'm all by myself, and I don't have a great position here. I'm on ground level since there's no bleachers for me to get up on. But we'll be back here when the game starts, and we'll see how it goes. So look forward to seeing you, and hope you enjoy the games. I'm going to mute myself for a bit and go get a couple more things ready. Okay, I think this game's gonna start up here in like 40 plus seconds, so hope you guys are looking forwards. I think we'll have some pretty good volleyball games here today. JV games tend to be pretty exciting, so hopefully our angle, I know it's not gonna be great, but hopefully we'll be able to see some of what's going on. I might try moving around a little bit. We'll definitely get hit by the ball a lot more than we do up in the broadcast booth or up in the stands. If you've been watching for a little while, you'll already see the camera got hit like 3 or 4 times just in warm-ups, so as long as they don't spike it at us, I think we'll be good. I think the first game here is going to be between the Manual Lutheran Lancers and Regis. I don't know what Regis's thing is. Here, hold on. Just Regis. Oh, Regis Lady Ramblers. So, hopefully we'll have a good start here to the afternoon, to this morning, and I think there's going to be 4 games. We'll see if I'm able to do them all. And yeah, let's get into it. Everyone's getting into their groups, discussing the game to come. And we'll see how they're going to do this here. It looks like there might be some announcing, perhaps. Looks like starting for the Lancers, we're going to have... Hold on. Let them decide where they're going. Marnie, Lydia, Katera, Kari, Sheridan, and Olivia. And starting out for Regis, I can't really see. Number 20. Oh. Regis's team roster has the names and the grades on it, but no numbers. So we're just going to be saying Regis's numbers if we can even see them from where we are. So I think I'm going to try moving out this way a little bit. Try right there. I do have the game open on another device, so if you have any comments, go ahead and comment them to me, and I will try and fix them or help in any way I can. So yeah, just type in the live chat besides the game, and I will be able to see it and hopefully reply and fix whatever your concern is or answer your question. Looks like number 17 will be starting out serving here for Regis. Number 17 serve is good, received by Katera. Marnie setting up Olivia for an early spike. I don't know if I would quite call that a kill there for the Lancers, but an early point. Score 1-0, Lancers up. So the board you can see on the other side of the court is not the board for this game, so don't look at it. I'll maybe show you the board for our game every once in a while. Good job. Over. Sheridan setting up Lydia again. A hard back spike, but it's too far, and Regis will receive the point. Number 20 serving now, received once more by Katera. Sheridan setting up Lydia for a hard spike. She doesn't quite get it above the net though, and Regis picks up their second point. Scores 2-1, Regis up. 20 will get her second serve here. It's another hard serve right to Katera. It's a bit back, but Kari's there. Lydia bumping it over. Free play here for Regis. Nice hard. And too hard, in fact, as it goes out of bounds. Lancers picking up their second point, and it's all tied up at 2. Olivia's going to be serving here. And her serve is good, received by number 1. 1-12. And the Lancers are going to have out of order called on them. Or out of place. I don't know what that foul is. Means they weren't all in the right spots. When you're playing volleyball, you have rotation. That's what it is. You have to have a certain rotation, meaning every player has to be in a certain spot on the court compared to every other player. I don't think the Lancers actually had it called on them. I think it was the ref thought they were in the wrong rotation, perhaps. So here goes Olivia serving again. It's good. Received by number 1 again. 17 over to 12. It just barely gets over. Lydia's going to put it up. Nice job bumping it over there by Katera. 20 with a hard spike, and it's out. Should have turned the camera there maybe a bit for you guys, but it was out of bounds just by a little bit, an inch or two. And so Olivia will get to serve again. Her second serve. It's good. Received by number 1. Nice job there by number 17 of keeping that out of the net. However, Regis's back row is unable to recover it and get it back over the net. And so Lancers will pick up another point. Olivia serving a third time. It's once more good. Nice hard serve there by Olivia. Number 12. Over to number 12. That was his number 17, it turns out, the first time I said 12. Good spike there by Katera after a nice set by Sheridan. Over the top. And that was off the ceiling there. There's a funny net. You can just barely see it. It bounced right off the bottom of that. And since it crossed over the net, it was the automatic Lancers point. Although that was still a great save there by Lydia. Olivia with her fourth serve here. Good job keeping that out of the net by number 12. Ooh, and that's just such a hard spike there in the net. Score is 6-2, Lancers up. And here goes Olivia's fifth serve. Nice serving here by Olivia. Wow, really hard spike there by 5, but a great block there by Lydia. Sheridan coming up, giving Lydia a hard spike, and that by Lydia Kettner. With quite a bit of power there and aimed at the back row between their players. Not a whole lot Regis could do about that. Olivia's sixth serve, score 7-2. It is good. Dug there by number 1. Nice dig. Lydia putting it up. Sheridan setting up Lydia for another spike. And she manages to hit it with enough power that the back row can't keep it from flying back there. They did manage to get a hand on it, but nothing more than that. So well done here by the Lancers to start out with. The score is 8-2. The other one. So great start here by the Lancers. We're just taking an early lead there of 2 points, but losing, or no. We just had a couple of good plays at first, but they've kind of fallen behind here with Olivia serving. This will be Olivia's 8th serve, I think. So really nice serving. Nice dig there by Kari, or receive. Marnie with a hard spike, and just barely in there. Well placed on that line there of a spike by Marnie. Sheridan's also doing a great job setting up the Lancers for these beautiful spikes. And here goes Olivia serving once more here. 9th serve, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe only her 8th. And it's 9-2, Lancers up. We're just losing control of the ball there, and Lancers picking up their 10th point. Lancers really getting quite the lead here, an 8-point lead. Regis is going to need to make a play here soon if they want to stay in this game. They can't just keep on letting Olivia serve forever, because she has some really nice serves. I don't think she's gotten an ace yet. Oh, and as I say that, I think that's the first ace of the game, so very nice serve there. Those low lobbing ones, especially when they have a bit of speed on them, are so hard for the back line to receive. Her 9th or 10th serve here. The score is 11-2. Another really hard rocket there to the back row by Olivia. Regis does get this one back over. Olivia's there to receive it. Sheridan setting up Lydia for another hard spike. Good job there by number 1 of keeping that one in the air. 5 gets it over. Sheridan keeps it alive for the Lancers. Kari and Lydia manages to get that final hit and get it over the net. Regis having a free ball here. What will they do? Give it back to the Lancers. Free ball for them. Nice dig by Olivia, and Marnie can't quite get her fingers on that, or her hand on that one, only getting it with her fingers. And the ball goes into the net, falling to the ground. Regis picks up their 3rd point, scores 3-11. Regis down. 12 will now be serving for Regis. And again, sorry, I actually have their names. I just don't have how their numbers correlate to their names. Good across court, across the body one. I'm pretty sure those are hard. I don't really know. But it did not look easy. And now Lydia will get to serve. Score is 12-13. Lancers leading. Lydia's serve is good. And 12 goes to hit it, but kind of catches it instead. I don't know what went wrong there for her in that hit. But that was an ace for Lydia. The Lancers' second ace of the game. Here goes Lydia again. Nice serve there, number 20. Over to number 6. Number 1. Oh, nice save there by Lydia. Marnie. Kari tipping it over. Beautiful job there by Kari. I thought that might have been a 4-hit thing. Oh, but someone did get in the net. I think it was Kari got called for getting in the net. But still, a really good play there by the Lancers. Too bad they couldn't have just managed to stay out of the net. Score is 13-4. Again, remember that the score across the way, if you can even read that, is not the score of this game. It's the score of the game beside us. A great serve there by number 12, Kari. Sheridan setting it over. Great job getting it over. Kari with an amazing save. Sheridan, Katera keeping it out of the net, and Sheridan getting it over. Beautifully done. Sheridan to Katera, over to Kari. Nicely done here by the Lancers. Some really good defensive play, or offensive play. Olivia to Sheridan. Kari just barely setting it over. Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen. Kari, after she spiked it there, crossed over the line quite significantly. We have some subs here. Hannah coming in for Katera, and Sarah Fox coming in for Lydia. And Marnie will be serving. Wait, maybe they didn't. Okay, yeah. Kari did cross over the line there, so they did pick up another point there. It's 14-4. Lancers up by 10. Marnie receiving that one from number 12. Over to Kari. And Kari's spike. That was... I think Kari's spike went under the net. But I'm not really sure. I could not tell what happened from this angle. 8. No. Oh, it's 8 that's been serving. My bad, guys. Nice spike there by Marnie. Good job getting up and hitting that one. 5 with another nice spike. Great save by Sarah. And Kari cannot keep it out of the net. The score is now 7-13, so we're just doing a good job coming back. It said 14 on the board earlier, but they must have made a mistake. So, score is 13-7. Lancers still up. But their lead is vanishing very quickly here if they don't get a point. Nice job there. Oh, it wasn't quite out there. Marnie thinking it was going to go out. We almost took our first hit of the game here, but didn't happen quite yet. Marnie thinking it was going to go out. I kind of thought it went out too, but you guys can probably see on the camera it didn't. I was already moving out of the way. This time Sarah does receive it. Nice job setting it over by Sheridan. 20-8. Free play here for the Lancers after 5 bumping it over. Sheridan setting up Kari for the spike. Kari's spike is good, but received by 12. Nice hard spike by 5 to the back row over to Olivia. Sheridan to Marnie. Marnie gets a good spike in, but 8 keeps it from going out. And beautiful spike there by number 5 or 8. Almost took another hit here to the camera, but it was good. Just a narrow miss. It bounced over one of the legs here of the tripod, but great spike by whoever that was for Regis, right on the line. Good try by Sarah, but couldn't get there in time. Never mind. Hold on, I'm going to go away here for a second. I think someone needs to contact me. All right, and we're back. Sorry, I had to... They're trying to get a varsity broadcast going as well, and they had a question for me. But I can't answer on my phone because I'm using my phone to broadcast, so it was a bit of a workaround there, but... I'm not sure what happened, but the score is 16-12. Lancers are still up, but they've lost their lead. Remember, at one point the Lancers were 10 ahead. Now they're only 4. One serve there goes off her hand, probably not in the way she wanted it to, and doesn't even make it to the net. We have Kari serving now. The score is 17-12. So Lancers 5 points up now as Kari serves. Kari's serve is in the net. Didn't quite get enough power on that, and in is Lydia Kettner is coming for Sarah Fox. Our score is 17-13 as number 17 for Regis goes in to serve here. Regis has made a pretty good comeback here. We'll see if they can keep it up. Remember, this game runs to 25. Katera there with a good receive. Nice spike by Olivia, but one is easily able to receive that. 17 over to 20. Ooh, and I think that might have been out, but Katera decided to hit it. I missed what was actually happening there. Couldn't turn my eyes over there fast enough, but whatever it was, it gave Regis a point. Another nice serve by number 17, received by Sheridan. Lydia coming in for the hard spike, and it was too hard, in fact, going out of bounds. Score 17-15. It might be 16. So Lancers either only have a 1 or 2 point lead. Looks like it is 15, so 2 point lead here. Another hard serve by 17. Kari digging that one very nicely. Good job by Sheridan on that spike from the back row. Olivia over to Marnie. Over to Sheridan again for another hard spike. She was able to jump on this one. And her spike, although dug by 17, went into the net after the dig and was unable to be recovered by Regis, gaining the Lancers another point. 3 point lead for the Lancers here, 18-15, as Sheridan goes in to serve. Here comes Sheridan's serve. Nice hard rocket, although falling quite quickly there to the back row. Great serve. 12 setting it over. Free play for the Lancers. Olivia sets it a bit too far. Olivia sets it a bit too close to the net there, and Lydia, although trying to tip it over, is unable to force it over the net. Lancers losing the ball here. Score 18-16 as number 20 serves. Marnie with a good receive after a hard serve by 20. Good spike by Marnie. Nice back row playing by 17. Free ball for the Lancers here. Kari to Sheridan. Lydia coming in for a hard spike, and hard it is. That's probably a kill there for Lydia Kettner. Right into number 1, but she just couldn't move her arms to the right position in time. Really good playing here on both teams. Score is 19-16. Number 1 with a good receive there after another serve by Olivia. Olivia had like 9 or 10 serves here earlier in the game. Having a hard time hitting that one. Catching herself in the face on the way up from the ball. Lancers losing possession of the ball there after only 1 serve. Scores 19-17 as Regis' number 12 begins to serve again. Serves good. Rocket over to Katera. Kari trying to save it as it goes over Katera's head. I need to remember to turn the camera more. I feel like I have the entire court in my field of vision for the camera, but I forget I don't actually. So sorry about that. Number 12 with another hard serve. Katera does manage to get it to go more up this time. Free play for Regis. Free play for the Lancers, I think. Lydia trying to spike it there, not realizing Marnie's right behind her, and they kind of trip each other up. And it's almost, it is all tied up, 19-19. So we were tied really early on at the scores of 1 and 2 points each. And now Lancers took a 10-point lead, and now Regis has fought their way back into it. Miscommunication there by the Lancers, and Regis takes a little bit of a lead here in this late game. Timeout's going to be called by the Lancers. Really good playing, I think, on both sides. Lancers definitely lost something here, and they need to start focusing again. I think they lost the initiative, so need to regain that, need to focus up. Regis doing a good job after their early game mishap with letting Olivia serve, I think it was 9 or 10 times. They have come back strong. So now the Lancers need to follow Regis's example here and find what they lost here. Another hard serve by 12. Nice receive by Kari. Sheridan to Lydia for the hard spike to the back row. And it was in, I think. No, never mind. It wasn't in. From the way the ref motioned, I thought it was in, even though it kind of looked out from here. I feel like this court is short. I really do feel like this court is short for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because the gym is so big. Lancers did gain a point there, I think. Yep. Scores 20-21. Lancers down as Lydia comes in to serve here. Lancers really need a couple of points here. And the serve is good. 12 with a beautiful receive and a miscommunication by Regis. Ties it all up here at 21-21. 4 more points. I don't know if JV plays the win by 2 rule, but I kind of feel like they might. So we could see one of the first games here this season where the score goes over 25. Another great serve by Lydia. Beautiful receive, however, by 20. Nice spike by 1. Receiving again, Lydia. Sheridan almost sets it a bit too far forwards, but Marnie's there to help her out. And I don't know if that was a miscommunication or just a hard play there by Regis. But either way, the Lancers gaining another point, giving them the small lead here. Score 22-21 as Lydia serves again. Another great serve by Lydia. Received by 12, 17. Over to 6. Sheridan setting up Marnie for a spike, and Marnie's spike is good. However, an amazing dig on Regis' side by number 17. Free ball for the Lancers. Lydia's there to receive it. A spike by Kari. Oh, Kari does a great job of doing that. But once again, an amazing save by Regis. Sheridan over to Marnie. Marnie surprise sets it over there. 6 to a spike by 1 by number 1. Well placed there in the back row. Lancers had all moved forwards in the heat of that play, in the heat of that volley, and so no one was in the back row there to receive it. Tying it all up here again, 22-22. Amazing saves, especially by Regis there in that last volley. Lancers doing a good job of just keeping the pressure on, but then Regis got off that amazing spike there. I missed who did it, but it was great. Sarah Fox, almost a miscommunication and too far into the net. But I think it was Sheridan perhaps, or Marnie returning an amazingly well-placed spike to Regis there. Kind of same thing Regis just did to the Lancers, and Marnie will now be serving. Score is 23-22. So if Regis gets 1 more point, the Lancers will have to go. No, 2 more points. Oh, it is out. Yes, it is out. Lancers gaining a point, 24-22. If they can just get this point, they will take this first game here. Marnie's serve is good. Over to 12. Nice job by Marnie of just keeping a simple serve there and getting it over. Sarah's set is good. Kari with a hard spike, but a good receive there by number 8. Good job by Sarah Fox of being there. I couldn't really see what happened, although they hustled really well, unable to pull out a win there in the end as the Lancers take it. And we will now be moving. I think I will move the camera over to the other side of the court. So if you get motion sick easily, you may want to look away for just 1 second here while I walk across the court with the tripod. Now, actually, I think I'll just stay over here. We can get Regis this point of view, because over there I'm just going to get in people's way. So we'll just stay over here. Get to see the faces of the Lancers rather than just their backs for this game. I think that's a fine plan. I'll try and find where I was before here. I think we were right about here. There we go. I don't know how long these breaks in between these games last. They say a minute on the clock, but it's not changing. However, neither team has retaken the field yet. So, if I'm not mistaken, if the Lancers win this one, if the Lancers win this game, they win the match. And since it's a tournament, I don't think there would be a third game just for practice and fun, but I might be mistaken. And then we would move on to somewhere else. But we'll have to wait and see here what transpires. Lancers retaking the field here. Looks like they're going to have the same starting lineup as last time. That is Lydia, Olivia, Marnie, Sarah. I don't think Sarah was actually on it last time. It was Katara last time. Kari and Sheridan. And I believe Sheridan will be starting off serving here. For Regis, we have number 4, number 9, number 11, number 10, number 7, and number 14. Again, sorry that I can't bring you their names. I do have a roster, but the roster does not correlate their numbers and their names, so I don't know what to do. I could guess, but that would probably just be worse than using numbers. So we'll just use numbers today. Hold on a second again. I need to go find... I think Lydia brought a charging thing for me, but I'm not for sure. We're just taking that first point here this time. Number 14 with a nice hard serve right in the middle of the court. Those are hard to get. Lydia with a spike. Nice dig by 14. That was actually a beautiful dig. Lydia with that immediate return. Nice job there by Marnie of keeping it on Regis' side. Another hard spike by Marnie, but it goes off the net and out of bounds. Regis taking the early lead here of 2-0. 14 serving again. Another great serve there received by Kari. Sheridan over to Lydia for the spike. Dug by number 1. Miscommunication there by number 14 and number 1. And Lancers will gain their first point. Sorry that I wasn't there at the beginning. I need to start charging my phone here. And I have not figured out how to do that yet. I think, yep, there we go. Now my phone's charging and won't die here. First serve there by Olivia going into the net. Last game she had an amazing serving run there, and I missed something. Actually, I think she did make one serve there. Scores 32, Lancers down 1 as number 1 serves here. Sarah with a back row hit there. Another miscommunication almost, but number 1 gets it over in the end. Free play for the Lancers. Lydia coming in for a hard spike. So hard that 14 can't get under it, and it goes out of bounds off 14 for Regis. Lancers will gain a point, and it's all tied up here at 3-3. It's amazingly how evenly matched these teams are here today. Lydia's first serve is also in the net. Lancers can't do that. That's like 3 times in a row here. They haven't gotten a point off of their server. Not something you want to do. Regis has been having a harder, hasn't done much better points per server. but it's mostly because the Lancers have been doing a great job of returning them. That was not one of them, as 10 gained her an ace for herself. I can't remember what Regis's ace count is here. Number 10 with another serve, almost out, but well, still in. Olivia getting there. Kari with a spike. Nice job by 14 of sending that one up there for her team to get. One. Free play here for the Lancers. Sarah with a spike, and it's way out there. Much too hard. A lot of the Lancers spikes have been that way today. And the Lancers are now down 3 here early on in this second game. Another serve by 10. That one was much more centralized. Sarah managing to get that one. Sarah Heinze. Ooh. And very well done there by number 1. I don't know if that classifies as a hit. But whatever it was, hitting it over the heads of all the Lancers, and none of them could get there, but still keeping it in. Well done. Olivia doing a nice job receiving that one. Kari almost blocking it there, but Sheridan manages to get over to it. Tries to hit a cross-court hit, but there's still a... Ooh. That one did kind of look in. It did look like it was on the line. But it looks like they're going to give the Lancers the point. Score 7-4. Lancers down. Marnie is serving. See if Marnie can get a couple of serves over the net here. She does get it over and in. Great receive there, however, by number 7. Can the Lancers return it again? Sheridan does manage to get it over. It's a free ball for Regis. One hits it over. Kari coming in with a spike, but it's dug by 10. Almost goes out of bounds. 14 keeping it in. However, she hits it over the heads of the rest of her teammates. And out of bounds it goes. Point for the Lancers. Scores 7-5. Waiting for the ball to get returned here as it went all the way across the court. Marnie will serve again. Lancers would like her to at least get 2 more points here and catch them up. Don't want to fall behind too much here in the early game between two teams this closely matched. 7 with a hard spike, but great job receiving that there by Olivia. Kari spiking it over. Number 14 over to number 7. Sarah over to Marnie. Free play here for Regis after Sheridan hits it over. 14 is going to set up a spike for number 1. Sarah's there to receive it. Marnie over to Sheridan with a hard out of bounds about a foot. And the Lancers have had so many spikes out of bounds today. I just need to take a little bit of power off. The amount of points they've lost here today off of spikes that have gone out. I don't know. It has to be approaching 10 or something. So, number 11 with a serve. It's good. Received by both Olivia and Sarah. Not what you want to do, but Lancers make it work. 14 over to 4. That almost looked like a lift. Ooh, and a miscommunication there by Sarah, and Olivia will lead to Regis, adding another point to its already 3-point lead. Scores 9-5. Lydia coming in for somebody. I missed 2. As number 11 begins to serve. Received by Olivia. Good job by Marnie of keeping that one out of the net. Kari sets it, but sets it out of bounds just barely. And Regis will gain yet another point, giving them a 5-point lead here now. This game is an opposite of last game. The Lancers need to start making their comeback here. And if they want to win it, they need to make sure they keep that comeback alive. I missed what happened on that one. The ball didn't make it over the net, I don't think, there. So Lancers will get a point there. Sarah with a hard serve. Great job by number 7 of even getting that one up in the air. Nice hustle by 10 to get there. Beautifully done by 11 to get that one into play again. Lancers, however, give it back to them with another hard spike. Just barely making it over the tape. 4 returns it immediately, but Sarah did a great job of hustling to her feet. That one in beautifully, and that was just amazingly well played by both teams there till the end when we just neglected to have someone in the middle of the court. But after what had just happened, I don't know if you can blame them. 14, ooh, her bump is off. Beautifully to get there again. However, number 1's bump is a bit too hard and it will fly well out of bounds, I believe. Sarah will get another serve. The score's 8-10. Lancers gaining points. An ace there for Sarah Fox, her first of the game. And the score's 10-9. One more points and the Lancers have tied it up again. Well done after this 5-point deficit. Sarah's serve is, was a amazing serve there. That was almost a varsity level serve. Super hard, spinning sideways actually, and just barely crusting the net. That was probably the best serve we've seen all day. There by Sarah Fox to tie it up 10-10 and her second ace. Another rocket of a serve. However, this one is way out of bounds. And Regis will pick up another point, putting them 1 point ahead again here. Number 11 will be serving here for Regis. Nope, number 4 will be serving here for Regis. Number 4's serve is good. Great job coming up to receive that there by Sarah Fox. Nice tap over there by Olivia. Regis unable to quite get it over the net there. And the Lancers will tie it up here again. Score 11-11. Looks like Kari will be serving for the Lancers. Kari's serve is good. 11-4. And one bumps it over. Free play for the Lancers. Received by Kari. Marnie to Lydia with a spike. 4 receiving it. 14 bumping it up. And 7 manages to hit it over. Would have been a free play for the Lancers, except it goes out of bounds. And so it's a free point here for the Lancers. Scores 12-11. Lancers have finally retaken the lead for the first time this game. Nice play by both sides. Regis, I believe, calling a timeout. They don't want to let the Lancers take a lead here. Again, they need to retake this immediately because, as I said earlier, if they lose this game, they lose the match. Regis has been playing very well. They've had... I think the Lancers definitely have better spikes than them, but so far in this game that has been both a blessing and a curse for the Lancers because many of their spikes have been way too hard going out of bounds. The Lancers also have been have better servers, I would say, so far. However, again, the Lancers have had a lot of bad serves this game, too. I feel like Regis overall has been the more reliable team, playing reliably, great saves and stuff. Ooh, a beautiful kill there by Lydia. Once more. That's at least her second or third out of the game. There was just nothing Regis could do about that one. They hit it a bit too close to the net, and the Lancers were just going to smash it back into them there. Surprise set over by 14. Marnie's ready for it, though. Sheridan setting up Olivia, who sets it over. Free play here for Regis. 11-7 with the spike. However, it does not come off her hand with the velocity she would have liked and ends up in the net. Kari serving again. Lancers now have a 3-point lead here, 14-11. Kari's serve is good, received by 4. 14 hits it over. Free play for the Lancers. Marnie over to Sarah with a spike. Good receive there by 11. 14, 7 with the spike. Lancers managed to block it pretty well. Lydia giving it back to them here. 14, 1. Free play for the Lancers. Kari over to Marnie. Marnie, Sheridan setting it over, and 4 receives it. Number 14 over to 7 with the tap over. Kari digging that one very well. Lydia with another spike. However, 14's ready again, and this is a beautiful volley. Lydia going up to block that spike, but it was unnecessary as it was a light spike around her. 10 over to 1 with the surprise bump, but Kari's doing a great job playing that back row spot. Lydia with the hard spike, but 11 does manage to receive it. Oh, and Regis again with the almost amazing save, but just can't quite get that last hit scored. Lancers pick up another point. That is one of the best volleyball volleys I have ever seen there. It had to go back and forth over that net at least 10 times. First receive there by number 11, an immediate return. And Olivia's spike is a little bit low there, careening through the net. And Regis will pick up another point. They're only down 3, so they're definitely still in this. Lancers have not gained a very significant lead yet as number 1 begins to serve again. Ooh, Sheridan not sure what to do with that one and waits too long to set it. That'll be an ace there for number 1. I think that's at least her second or third of the game. 13-15 is the score. one with another hard serve. Sheridan getting under this one very well this time. So spike was devastating. Actually, it might have been a hit, but it was like a kill hit. I don't know how she managed to get that much downforce on something she hit from the ground. That was amazing there. Sarah's had some really nice plays so far this game as Sheridan goes into serve, score 16-13. Sheridan's serve is out. Nice hard serve, but too hard, and that's what I'm talking about with the Lancers there. They are a hard hitting team, but often too hard of a hitting team here. However, it has been working out for them decently so far today, as they did take the first game and are in the lead by 2 right now. However, they were in the deficit for the beginning of this game. Lancers trying to save it here. Can they do it? Yes. Good hustle there. 14 over to 4. Sheridan getting it up. Lydia setting it over to Marnie, and Marnie not quite able to get that one. That would have been a hard one. You would have almost had to make the ball curve in the air, which, while it can be done, is not easy. And the score is 15-16. Lancers only having a lead of 1. However, 14's next serve going under the net. Lancers will gain another point, increasing their lead to 2. Remember, the score on the other side is not this game's score. And Olivia's serve, man, Olivia's been having a rough morning here so far. She had like 10 amazing serves at the beginning of the first game. And since then, I think she's only got 1 or 2 to go over. So I don't know what happened there. Sarah with another hard spike. Ooh, almost a miscommunication, but somehow Regis gets it over. I almost thought 4 hits again, but I'm not good at counting. So Lydia, however, with a beautiful spike again, might have classified as a kill. And will gain the Lancers yet another point here. And she will then get to serve. Scores 18-16 as Lydia begins her serve. 2-1 here. 7-14. Free play for the Lancers, received by Olivia. Sheridan setting up Kari for the hard spike. And it just barely rises over all the Regis players after they tap it and goes out of bounds. So it will be the Lancers' ball. Scores 19-16. Regis really needs to come back like right now. Well, not quite, but they need to start coming back here soon if they want to have a chance at winning this match. Ooh, and a miscommunication is not the way to do that there. As Regis struggles, they almost still manage to hit it over. Regis has been a great team at saving the ball, which I don't know. I mean, that's a good thing to be good at, but I feel like the preferable thing, as the Lancers have been doing, is to not have to save the ball. However, that spike by Regis, they've had a couple of those, just very well-placed spikes. The Lancers tend to go for just the power hits here, as Regis is placing the ball exactly where the Lancers aren't here. The score is 20-17. The Lancers, however, have had some beautifully placed spikes as well. Regis' serve will go under the net there by number 10. And Marnie will get to serve. Scores 21-17. Lancers only needing 4 more points here. Can Marnie get them? No, Marnie's serve will also hit the tape. However, it's the tape at the bottom of the net, not the one you want to hit. In fact, you almost never want to hit the tape, although it can be extremely deadly if you hit the top tape, because it'll just barely crest over the net and fall straight down. But the bottom one, don't hit the bottom tape. Number 11 with a serve. However, it's a serve into the officials' table. Don't get any bonus points for that in volleyball. Scores 22-18 as Sarah Fox starts serving. She had a beautiful serve earlier, and that's another one of those. That's Sarah Fox's second or third ace. She really has the ability to get a lot of power on those and still put them down in the back of the court. That takes some practice there. Scores 23-18, so Lancers only need 2 more points here to win this match. Regis, I think they still do have a chance, but they're going to really have to work for it. They need to get some good serves in, which is something both teams have been struggling with here a little bit. And they need to get some well set up plays here running. Ooh. Sarah's first serve is out of bounds and into the wall, almost into us. And that will give Regis 1 point here and give them the serve. Now they need to make this count here. Four's serve is short. Not at all what they needed here. Lancers now only need 1 more point, I believe. Who will be serving it? Kari. Kari with a serve. Just barely in there. Received by 10. 14. Sarah bumping it up there. Marnie setting up Lydia for... But it's blocked by number 1 and then dug by a different person. However, they can't quite get it to go over the net. And that will be the Lancers game, I believe. And I think that is game. I don't think we play a third one in a tournament. So, well played by both teams. Those were some pretty exciting games. Both ones pretty close. One team was not significantly better than the other. So, well played. And we may be back with the next game here shortly. I need to go figure out where that is. So... yeah, maybe look away from your screen if you get motion sick, because there might be some walking here. But first, I'm just going to mute myself and just leave the tripod here. And thanks for watching, and we'll be back in a bit. Welcome back to this game. This is Emmanuel JV versus North JV White, I believe. I'm going to assume it's the white team, even though they have blue on their arms. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Starting out for the Lancers, we have Olivia, Sheridan, Kari, Marnie, Lydia, and Sarah Fox. For the Huskies, hey, we have number and name correlation, I believe. 15, Noelle. 7, Alexa. 16, Ellie. 11, Natalie. 12, Aubrey. And the person who I can't see the number of right now. A nice hard serve to start it off by Sheridan. 7 to 11, and it's bumped over by 15. Free play here early on for the Lancers. See if they can make good use of it. Marnie coming in for a hard spike, but misses the ball. And North will take the first point here. North's Huskies. The number I couldn't see before was not 11. It was 9. 9 is Natalie. Serving here is number 7, Alexa, and that's an ace for her, bringing the Huskies up to an early lead of 2-0. Alexa will serve again here. See if she can get another nice serve. Yes, another rocket of a serve, and once more Sarah is unable to receive it. 2 early aces out of the 2 early serves here for North. Number 7 is destroying these serves. Alexa again, another hard serve. This time Marnie does receive it. Can Kari hustle there in time? No, it's out of her reach. And North takes their 4th early point. Another ace. 3 in a row here for Alexa. She is crushing it. Another hard serve. Marnie trying to dig it, but is unable to. I think that's her 4th ace, and a timeout called by the Lancers. They can't keep on letting Alexa just serve them into the ground here. 5-0. Nice early lead for the Huskies. Lancers just need to get some people in the back row that can receive those serves and start answering with their own plays here. So far, I think we've only had one play, and that was off of Sheridan's serve to begin with. And I can't remember what happened, but Lancers coming out pretty quick here. Not a whole lot to talk about, just they need to receive these serves and give their offense a chance to work here. Alexa's going to serve again. This will be her 4th serve. And just barely into the bottom of the top tape. So the net eats the ball and all its momentum, and the Lancers gain their first point. Scores 5-1 as Olivia begins to serve here for the Lancers. The beginning of last game, she had some incredible serving run. And miscommunication between 11 and 17 will lead to Olivia getting a point, another point here for the Lancers. Scores 5-2. See if she can get another serving run. Beginning of the last game versus Regis, Olivia served, it was 9 or 10 times in a row. Another serve there, and that's an ace for Olivia. Her first one of this game. She had 2 or 3 in the other game. Score is now 3-5. Lancers only down 2. Not a bad place to sit early on. Olivia with another hard serve over to 16. This time Regis manages to talk it through and get it over. Olivia receiving it after a hit over by 12. Lydia coming in for a hard spike, but a hard spike that is in the net, and so Regis gains another point. 6-3. Lancers down. Number 16 will now be serving for the Huskies. That is Ellie. Ellie's serve is good, received by Katera, who came in for Sarah Fox. I must have missed that. And Lancers struggling to get that one over the net. The ball finally touches the ground after an extreme fight by the Lancers to keep it off of it. Ellie serving again. Her serve's hard into the back row again, received by Kari. Set over by Sheridan, but 15 manages to run in and get it. 9 with a back row hit, but it's a hit that ends up in the net and falling to the ground. Means another point for the Lancers. The score is 7-4. Lancers down 3 as Lydia comes in to serve. I was talking with the Lancers players, and they said what's throwing them off today, why they've had so many hits over too long is the court feels smaller because of how big the gym is. They're used to in our gym where when you serve it, you almost have to hit it to the back wall in order to get it to the back of the volleyball court, where here there's like a full nother court after the court ends. So it's just adjusting, and it looks like they've adjusted pretty well here so far this game. We haven't had any outs yet, not that there's been a lot of play here. Kari with a spike over, received by Alexa. In comes 11 with a hard spike, and Olivia tries to dig it, but the ball still hits the ground there. Scores 8-5. Huskies up. We have some subs coming in here. Number 3 coming in for number 15. And number 6 coming in for number 9. Six with a hard serve. That is Carly. And it is unable to be returned there by the Lancers. I couldn't see what's happening. My phone's gonna die here soon if I don't get this charger thing to work. And that will be the end of the broadcasting. So sorry, I'm trying to get that working here while commentating. Six's serve is way too low. Carly's, and the Lancers will gain another point. Lancers not having a great game here so far, but they're not too far behind. Scores 9-6 as Marnie serves. Received by Alexa. 6 over to number 3 with a spike downwards. Lydia receiving it. Marnie sets it up for Kari, who comes in with a hard spike. Great job getting that up by number 16. However, it's going out. And even after a beautiful hustle by number 6 and number 7 to get there, it will still end up out of bounds. Marnie gets another serve here. The serve almost out of bounds, but Alexis receiving it. Oh, and a miscommunication for North makes the Lancers being only 1 point down here, score 9-8. Another hard serve by Marnie, and that's an ace. Might be her first of the game. And it's all tied up here at 9-9. Marnie serving again, 7-6, sets it over. Olivia's there to receive it. Good communication there by the Lancers. Sheridan comes in for a spike, getting it right in the middle of all the Huskies there. And even after a good hustle, it still ends up hitting the floor. Marnie will serve again, but I'm going to go away here and try and grab a different charger thing. This one just is not staying on, and I can't charge my phone with it. And we're going to lose broadcast here in a little bit. Ooh, Lydia's set way off there. Can the Lancers get it over? Yes, they can. Nice save by the Lancers. Alrighty, the score is 10-10 here, as I believe it was number 13 that served that one for the Huskies. Marnie getting it up there. Katera setting up Sheridan. Sheridan's hit is almost out of bounds, and as 6 rushes to hit it up, she hits it into the wall, causing the Lancers to take their first lead of the game. Okay, I don't know why these portable charger things aren't working for me. Because if these portable charger things don't start working for me, we're going to have a short broadcast here. Marnie setting it over to Olivia. Olivia setting it in, but it's blocked by 14. One of the first blocks we've seen there. Kendra with that block. Well done by Kendra, and now she will get to serve here. It's all tied up at 11s. Kendra's serve is good. Over to Lydia. Marnie. Back to Sheridan. Sheridan's spike is in the middle. Nice dig there by number 6. Lydia setting up Marnie. Setting up Kari for the set over. Well done by Kari. Nice job coming in for the help there by number 13. Sheridan over to Marnie. Marnie going back across to Olivia. Well placed by Olivia, but 6 is there to get it. 12 with the spike over. Lydia's in the back row there to keep it up. Marnie over to Sheridan. Ooh, everyone rushing forwards. If 12 just could have put a little bit more force on that, it would have been good. And 6 reaching for that ball, manages to keep it from hitting the floor, but can't get it to go up high enough where her teammates would have a chance of getting it. And out of bounds it goes. Lancers taking a 1-point lead here. Score 12-11. Lancers lead. Sarah Fox's serve is hard into the net. Very, very hard serve there. That one would have traveled a long ways, but the net, of course, normally able to stop volleyball. Still waiting to see one go through, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And as 15 comes in, that's Noelle. She will get to serve here. Her first serve, a rocket to the back row, received by Lydia. Marnie setting up Olivia for a hit. Nice receive there by 16 after a beautiful spike by Olivia. And Alexa not quite able to tap that over. She did get her fingers on it, however, I think the net got in the way and the ball falling to the ground gives the Lancers another point. They are still only one up, score 13-12 as Kari starts serving. 13 receiving. Lydia goes up for a block, however, the ball falling beneath the net. That is unnecessary. Lancers taking a 2-point lead here. Score 12-14, Lancers lead. Kari serve, ooh, just a bit short there. I think the Lancers sometimes have started overcompensating. We haven't seen any go out here, but definitely have still seen some in the net here in this first set. Lancers with a lead of 1. The score is 14-13, Lancers lead. We have Alexa serving again. She had some beautiful serves at the beginning of the game. Lancers do manage to receive her first one here, but the Huskies get a free play off of it. As it took the Lancers all 3 hits just to get it over the net. And a spike there by number 12 right on the back line. Lancers thought it was out or couldn't get to it or both. And so another point goes to the Huskies here. 14-14, and it's all tied up as another hard serve by Alexa is received by Kari. Miscommunication by the Lancers, and North here will retake their lead as Alexa comes back to serve again. Her serve, good again. Kari again receiving it. However, she hits it right in the middle of the court where none of the Lancers can get to it, sadly. They had just backed up, I think, expecting to get a set and a spike off, but that is not to be as Alexa serves again here. Scores 16-14. Lancers down now. Another receive there by Sarah. No, it was by Sheridan. No, maybe it was by Sarah. I don't know. Someone received it on the Lancers. However, as they received it, they bounced it way out of bounds, and the Lancers cannot get there. Lancers down 3 again, score 17-4. You don't want to fall behind too much in a game like this, late game. Lydia with a spike, ooh, and a well-placed spike there. 16 does dive to the floor trying to get it. However, to no avail. The ball still impacts the ground, and the Lancers gain another point. Sheridan serving again. Another good serve. Ooh, just barely out there. I would say it was out by inches. And North will gain yet another point here. They're still leading by 3. Scores 18-15 as Ellie comes in for a serve. Her serve is good, however, Kari digs it. Very nice dig there by Kari, going over the net immediately. Sarah over to Marnie. Marnie with a spike in the middle, and we have... I don't know what we have. I don't know if anyone gained a point either. I don't know what just happened. My bad, guys. Ooh, I don't know if Sheridan got her hand on that, but whatever happened, Huskies were unable to counter it, and the Lancers gain another point as Olivia begins to serve again. Olivia's first serve, ooh, right in the corner there. Those are really hard ones to get. It might have to do with the ball from the other game coming into play. If the ball from the other game comes into the court, as Olivia serves again, I think that the refs just paused the game thing and started over again. Sheridan setting up Sarah for a spike. Man, the Huskies are really leaving a pretty open spot in the middle of the court. I think they might need to close that down a little bit. The Lancers have been taking pretty good advantage of that so far. As Olivia serves again, the score is 18-18, all tied up. And Olivia gets her second ace of the game. Yeah, I think it's when the ball comes into play from the other court. That's when they're stopping the game. That must have been what happened last time, that I didn't know what happened. This time, Alexa is able to receive the serve from Olivia. However, the set is not high enough, and the Huskies' spike goes into the net. Huskies will call a timeout, as the Lancers now have the lead of 2 points here. Scores 20-18. And as I said earlier, falling behind in a late game like this can be a death trap. I think we got the phone charger working here, so should be able to continue broadcasting. Pretty good game here by both teams so far. Like I said, I think the Huskies' biggest weakness is they have that circle that tends to be really open in the middle of their court, and the Lancers have really been hammering some spikes into that. They've gotten quite a few plays off of that. The Lancers have had, I think, a couple too many of their spikes and stuff going into the net. North also has had a little bit of trouble with that. But the Lancers have also had a bit of trouble serve receiving, so two things they can both improve on there. Alexa receiving that serve from Olivia. Kari receives the spike over. Sheridan setting up Marnie, who tries to tap it over. However, number 11 is there for the block. That's Natalie, and wins that blocking competition. And the ball falls to the ground on the side of the Lancers. Point for North. They're only down 1 here in this late game, as Carly comes in to serve. Scores 20-19. Lancers down. Or Lancers up, sorry, my bad. Sarah over to Sheridan. A spike there by Sarah, received by Alexa. What happened there? I kind of missed it. Everyone was yelling out, and I was wondering what was going on. Is whoever hit it on North side hit it behind the post, or the candy cane thing sticking up, and so that's out of bounds. Even if you get it over the net, it has to go between the two candy cane poles. That's not what they're actually called. I think they're maybe called standards, but I'm going to call them the candy cane poles because I think that's more exciting. Scores 21-20 there off that serve by the Lancers. Lancers do lead, however, the serve is with North here. 13. Emma has a nice serve. Good job by Sheridan of keeping that one in. And we're going to have an out of bounds there, and it's all tied up. Oh no, Lancers did... What? Okay. There we go. Score is getting fixed up here now. It was 21-21. Scorekeeper and scoreboard person accidentally recorded that one wrong. So it's all tied up at 21 here as Emma serves again. Sarah coming in with a hard spike, but it's just out of bounds. Inches again. And the Lancers are unable to... Or, I don't know what I was saying there. I'm running out of words. Sorry, it's early in the morning. I'm not used to broadcasting this early. I'm probably being extremely repetitive, so my bad. Sheridan, Marnie spiking it. 13 with a great receive there. Number 6 setting up 7 for the hard spike. Great dig by Olivia, and unable to get there are the Lancers. And North only needs 2 more points here. Lancers calling a timeout. If they gain 1 more point, the Lancers will have to go to 26. So Lancers either need to can't let them score 2 more points, and definitely need to score a couple themselves here to stay in this game. This is the first game, so even if the Lancers lose this, there will be another one. But you never want to start out on a loss. You'd rather keep the momentum with yourself rather than having to fight twice as hard the second time, knowing that if you lose that one, you lose it all, and that's just pressure, unnecessary pressure here. think it just makes it harder. Depending on who you are, of course. Emma serving again. She's had some really nice serves. Been doing a really good job here in the end for the Huskies. I think she's had like 5 serves here, and in late game that can be critical. Nice job there by Olivia of keeping the ball alive there. Alexa with a great serve, or spike, but Lydia's there to keep it in the air. Nice job by Sarah of setting it over, and the Lancers will get the point they're looking for. I don't know why we had a buzzer ring there, but score is 23-21. Lancers down 2. And they will get to serve. Marnie will be serving. She had a couple of really nice serves earlier on. And the Lancers need her to replicate that down. Lancers are only down 1. I think I said the score before they changed it. Nice serve by Marnie, but 13 does get over it. Ooh, and a miscommunication there by the Huskies. I feel like there's always more miscommunications right at the end of the game as teams start to feel the pressure. Marnie's serve is just barely good. Alexa receiving it, setting it over to 3 with a nice spike, and ooh, 2 Lancers try to set that one up into the air so their teammates can get under it, but are unable to. And one more point here. If North gets this point, that will be game, even with how close it is. So Lancers must take this point if they want any chance at this game. Great serve there by 14. I would not want to be on the Lancers side right now because of the pressure, but Kari doing a great job of keeping it out of the net there. They set up something for number 2. Marnie digging it, and Sheridan just barely manages to tap it over the net. The North doesn't quite get high enough to block it, and it falls right behind them. It's all tied up 24-24. If Sarah makes this, the Lancers do not win, I don't think, because I think it's win by 2. They do get a point, so they need one more. Scores 24-25. Lancers up 1 as Sarah serves again. Sarah has had some insanely good serves here today, some of the best we've seen. See if she can get one of them off. She does, however. 13 doing an amazing job receiving it. Spiked by 7 from that corner. Over to Marnie. Sheridan sets it over. 6 setting up. Number 3 setting it up to 12. A surprise spike over, and now it's all tied up again. 25-25. First one to 27. It's going to be winning. We have some subs here for North. Incoming number 15 and incoming number 9. Number 15, that's Noelle. She definitely served earlier, but I don't remember. Noelle's serve is good. Lydia receiving it, waiting until the last minute there to dig that. Ooh, Olivia almost managing to spike that one over, but a block by the net, and the Huskies will make sure it stays on the Lancers side of the court. Well done by the Huskies. One more point, and this is the Huskies game. 26-25. Lydia sets it up. Marnie over to Sheridan for the spike. 7 and 13 going for it, but they do keep it in the air. Oh, and it just great game here by both teams. Lydia diving to try and save that. That was just a hard place to be in life. And Lancers will not take this first game. However, there is a second one, and if the Lancers take that one, there will be a third one. Super well played by both teams here. And there will be a short break here before we resume with Game 2 in the second match of this tournament. Lancers did win their first match if you just joined us. So I will be back shortly. I need to go grab a drink after that. And yeah, be back with Game 2 in just a bit. And we are back. Lancers have the same, not quite starting lineup. I think this is the same starting lineup as last time here, with Sarah Fox, Kari, Sheridan, Olivia, Lydia, and Marnie. We get to see their backs again here in the faces of North. Over here, and I am going to try and read off some of North's names again. Number 16, Ellie. Number 15, Noelle, will start out serving. A hard, powerful serve, almost out, but Sarah decides to hit it. Well done by 12 on blocking that one. Good job by Lydia and Marnie of keeping it alive, and Sheridan manages to set it over. Number 9, Maddie, is also out there, and she just got a spike off. However, it's received by Kari. Sheridan setting up Olivia for a spike there, and North is unable to return the ball to the Lancers side of the court, and so the Lancers will take the first point here as Sheridan comes out to serve. Number 11 is also on the field, Natalie. I think I already said her. Number 7, Alexa again, and number 15 is the last one, Noelle, I believe. I think I got them all. Number 9, Maddie. Yeah, I said that. Sarah unable to keep it in the Lancers court, and it will roll way out of bounds over there. And it will be all tied up here, 1-1. Looks like serving will be number 7. That's Alexa. She had a beautiful serving run at the beginning of last game. 3 aces or 4 aces in a row against the Lancers. Sheridan with a surprise set over that almost worked, but North managing to keep it alive here. Lydia comes in for a spike, and North has been doing a great job of blocking this game. Normally you don't see a whole lot of blocking until varsity, but North has been crushing it on a couple of blocks here so far this game. Nothing. I don't think we've seen a couple of blocks from the Lancers as well, but nothing compared to North here. Alexa with another hard spike, or serve, my bad, and it goes out of bounds. Olivia will get to serve. Score is 2-2 as Olivia hits a rocket right across to the libero in the back there, number 16. Olivia manages to get under that one. That one would have been hard to get under there, but great job by Olivia. Sarah Fox with the spike over. A return spike there to Sarah Fox by 11. And number, I think it was 9, managing to spike it down into the middle of the Lancers. Somewhere where last game I said North was weak. But I think right after I said that, they kind of fixed their weak spot here. So they are now in the lead, 3-1, 3-2. Wait, 3-2 as Olivia serves again? That makes absolutely 0 sense. There is no sense being made by the scoreboard. But it's all tied up 3-3. So they may have switched to the scoreboard on me and made the Lancers home suddenly. But I don't really know. We'll see. The libero, number 16, Ellie serving. Sheridan over to Lydia with a hop. Right to the libero, however, she is unable to move over enough to get her body in front of it and stop it from going out of bounds. And so the Lancers will gain their 4th point of the game as Lydia begins to serve. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Lydia serving it all the way over to Alexa. And Alexa, although getting under it, hits the ball into the wall. And so that will be an ace for Lydia. Her first of the game, but like 3rd of the day. Nice. Another ace, I believe, for Lydia there. Man, I can't even say my own sister's name right after I've said Olivia's name for serving so many times. Lydia will serve a 3rd time. The Lancers are leading 5-3 here. Another ace for Lydia. That's 3 in a row. She's going to be... this game's Alexa. Like I said, Alexa for North last game had 3 or 4 aces in a row, and Lydia's just about matched that now with 3 aces of her own here in a row, I believe. We're waiting for something. Score is 6-3. I think they're talking about the scoreboard now. Like how... So, I could turn it around and show you, but I'll just tell you they reversed the scores from the last game. Last game we were away, and this game it appears as though we're home. A 4th ace for Lydia. If she gets one more, I think she'll beat Alexa's record. But just like the Lancers did last game with Alexa's serving streak, North is now going to call a timeout here. Try and throw off Lydia's serves or figure out how they can counteract them here. Lancers have to win this one, and they're doing a good job of it so far, 7-3. Haven't really seen a whole lot else so far this game, so don't really have anything else to talk about as Lydia goes in for what I think will be her 5th serve. Yep. Not an ace here as North finally does manage to block it. Man, I cannot tell which side of the net the ball falls on half the time here. I so thought that was on the Lancers side, but it appears it was a block by Marnie, so well done there by Marnie. Score is 8-3, Lancers lead as Lydia serves for a 6th time. Hard spike there, Lydia managing to cross the court to get to it. Kari over to Marnie with another spike. The libero crossing the court to pick that one up. 9 spikes it, and it's in the net. That will be a point for the Lancers, putting them up to 9-3. Early lead for the Lancers. Lancers need to keep this lead this game because they lost the last one. Ooh, was that out of bounds? No. He is 5th of this serving streak. So very well played there by Lydia. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear the crackle in the mic sometimes, but I think it's a little bit disconnected here on my phone for some reason today. 15 managing to tap it over there. Katera bumps it over. Free play for the North. However, they return the favor to the Lancers. Kari coming in for a spike. It is dug by the libero. Well done. And Marnie did not block it, I guess, based off her face. It was just all the net. However, it was another point for the Lancers, and the score is now 11-3 as Lydia serves. This has to be her 7th or 8th time at least here now. 15 just tipping it over. They have to get it over here, the Lancers. It is a free ball here for the North, but the Lancers did at least get it over. Marnie did get a finger on that and block it. She's now coming up for a spike, and well done in the back row there. The libero has been doing a great job covering half the court there in the back row. However, that one was just too far out of her reach, and the point will go to the Lancers. Score is 12-3. North really needs to start making some points if they want to have a hope at winning the match this game, because they did take the last one, not by a lot. In fact, only by 2 points. We actually went over 25, but the Lancers are just running away with this one. 10-point lead here now as they gain another point. Lydia has now served at least 10 serves. This may be her 11th. 16 trying to set it up, but gives Lydia her 6th ace as she cannot quite put enough upward momentum here on the ball. We have Marissa coming in for Olivia and a timeout being called. 6 aces in 1 serving run is pretty impressive there, so very well done by Lydia. North seeming to struggle here. I can't really tell why, just with receiving serves here. I mean, Lydia's serves are very well placed, but we've definitely seen North have some pretty good serve receives this game too, so I don't know what happened here. But whatever it is, they're going to try and figure it out in this timeout. Lancers have been doing a good job. Not every one of Lydia's serves, of course, has been a ace. So the Lancers have also been doing a good job of keeping the ball alive and getting it back onto North's side so they can keep Lydia serving here. This one's received by Alexa. Well done. A spike by number 4. It's put up by Sheridan. Over to Marnie for a spike. We got a buzzer for no known reason. An 11 spike is going to be careening through the net again and falling to the floor on North's side of the thing, giving the Lancers their 14th point. North still stuck at 3. It's like they ran into a pot of honey here, North did. This is like the most uneven game we've seen so far today, which is really surprising after the first one, which legitimately was so close we went beyond 25. We have a ball rolling through the court here, so I have to wait just a second. It's not that North is out of this yet. Lancers still need 9 more points to win. However, they definitely have large deficit to make up if they're going to make it up. And Lydia gaining a 7th ace. This is just ridiculous. I think this is one of the longest serving streaks I've ever seen. After it was last match, but we had one of the longest volleys I've ever seen. A nice kill there by Kari Wales, placing it right in the middle again, where I was saying last game North seems to have a hole, and I think they're regaining that again here as they have to send more people to the back line to receive Lydia's serve. Scores 18-3. This is one of the biggest uneven games that I've seen in quite some time. Almost miscommunication there by the Lancers, but they fight through it and get the ball back across. We're going to see another tip here by Kari. However, it's received by number 15. And North's definitely trying to get in this. Nice job there by Marissa and Lydia, keeping that one alive. Marissa with that amazing set, and Lydia with that one-handed punch. And there will be a spike there by North that goes out of bounds. However, I'm not sure if the Lancers tipped it. It appears they did not. So it will be 19-3. One more point, and the Lancers will have 20. And then it's only 5 more to go to this game. They need to win. Ooh, and Lydia's, I don't know, that had to be, I think she started serving at 3, so 19 minus 3, 16 serves. Either her 16th, 15th, or 17th serve. One of the 3, because I don't remember exactly when she started serving and whether she served the 3rd point or served at the 3rd point, or if I'm totally wrong. Marnie over to Kari. Kari's spike just barely managing to get over the tape after it hit it. Sends it over the blockers. However, North is ready. North finally seemed to have found their footing, getting out of their pot of honey, as I called it earlier. Kari manages to bump it over. Those are always the hard ones right beside the net, but Kari has done a good job of doing them today with at least 2 or 3. A back row hit there by Sheridan as 5 or 6 sets it over. Marnie did get a block, but it still managed to get onto the Lancer side of the court, and Katera with a spike over to the back row. North manages to get over. Marissa keeping it in here for the Lancers. Another spike by Marnie, and just barely out there. North will gain their 2nd point in forever, and the score is now 19-5. North has a long ways to go if they want to come back and win this. However, 6 is going to start it off with a nice serve. Lydia receiving it. Marnie with a hard spike. However, her spike ends up in the net, and another point goes to North. The Lancers can't get complacent here because they do have to win this game if they want to win this match, or even have a chance at winning this match. Number 6 serve is good. Lydia trying to get underneath it, but she does get underneath it. However, her bump is wild, and it will become an ace for number 6. That is Carly. Carly's next serve is way off and under, so the Lancers will gain their 20th point, and Marnie will be serving here. We have Olivia and Miranda coming in for Marissa and Kari over there. And here we go as Marissa, no, not, names. Marnie begins to serve again. Marnie's serve is good. She's had a lot of really good serves so far this match. Miranda getting a slight block there. Kari keeping that ball alive. Ooh, I don't know how Marnie got that one up in the air. That was incredible. Sheridan bringing it in here, and although there's 2 blockers there for North, the ball falls in between them and the net. And the Lancers gain their 21st point. Score is 21-7. Marnie serving again. A great serve to the back row. And I think 11 probably should have let the libero take it there, number 16. However, 11 did hit it, and it went out of bounds there off of North. Point for the Lancers. Rebecca coming in for Lydia. And Marnie will serve again. 3 more points here for the Lancers to take this game. Her serve is good again. However, North does manage to get it over. Good hustle there by North. Rebecca to Marnie. Over to Kari. Over to Olivia, who spiked it even though Sheridan called it. But I think that was still a good decision there by Olivia. And the Lancers will gain another point. Scores 23-7. 2 more now for the Lancers. I really don't see the Huskies having a chance anymore. I mean, I guess technically it could happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't see it happening. One more point here. Whereas the Huskies need... I can do math. 17, I believe. Set there by Sarah over. Number 7 coming in. 6 setting up. 12 for the hard spike. Olivia's back there. Marnie setting up Miranda. And Miranda's spike super well placed right on the edge. And that will be game point here. So now it's all tied up 1 game to 1 game. And... I guess it's a tie? Either that or I totally miscommentated the first one. I'll get back to you on this, but I believe we're moving over to the other court. So move over to the other court I shall in just a second. So I'm going to mute it, and when I come back, I'll tell you whether I totally miscommentated the first game or whether they only play 2 matches no matter what. I feel like somehow I totally miscommentated the first game. Or maybe they are playing a 3rd game? I have no idea, guys. So I'll let you know as soon as I figure out what's going on. And we might be moving, we might not. So hold in there. And I will be back somewhat shortly, probably. Alrighty, welcome back here. We're going to move into our third match of Emmanuel JV Volleyball. This time I think we'll be versing Memorial White, if I'm not mistaken. Starting out for the Lancers, we have Marnie, Lydia, Sarah, Kari, Sheridan, and Olivia. Last game, what happened is, since this is a tournament, I guess they're only playing 2 matches, no matter what happened. So we did lose the first one and win the second one. So we've won 1 match, 2 games, and then we've lost 1 game and won 1 game in our next match. So this will be our 3rd match, and then after that we'll move into finals, I think, depending on how well we do here. Now I just need to find what team we're playing here. Memorial White, I believe it is. And so if I can read some numbers here, we will start calling this. It looks like I should move the tripod a bit this way so that we can see everything. And there we go. Hold on just 1 second we're gonna serve here. Maybe. Number 3 will be serving here for Memorial White. Number 3's name is Emma, and that'll be an ace first serve there. Not what the Lancers were looking for, I'm sure, but exactly what Memorial would like to see. And if I'm not mistaken, Memorial has yet to lose, and we've lost once. So, should be an interesting game. Hold on just 1 second. A second ace there for Emma. Her 3rd serve here, received by Kari. And the 3rd ace. Kari unable to get that one to go up and straight enough. 3 early points here for Memorial White. I'm just going to start calling them Memorial, but if you're following this tournament somehow somewhere else, this is going to be the white team, and later on we may play the purple team. Sheridan receiving that one, and yet another ace. 4 in a row. 1 more, and she will that was 4 aces in a row. So I think Lydia last game got 7 not in a row. I think the most we've seen in a row so far today is 5. Lancers calling a timeout here, trying to figure out how they can stop this ace run here and get themselves in the game. The score is 4-0. Now you can look across the court, and if you can read that scoreboard over there, that is this game's score. So unlike before, that'll be nice. 3 serving again. She just has a really hard flat serve. Those are hard to get, but the Lancers finally do manage to get one over with a spike over there by Sarah. Hard spike there, but it's dug by Sarah. Marnie setting it over, and Sheridan does manage to bump it over the net. However, it will go out of bounds on the other side of that net. And so another point going to Memorial White. I don't know what their Old Abe, I guess, is their mascot. Sarah with another back row hit there. 3's going to set it over to 20, who tries to spike it. However, can't get her hand on the ball, and so the ball ends up going to the ground. Maybe propelled a little bit faster by her follow through. Sheridan will now be serving for the Lancers. Sheridan serve is good. 34 over to 33, and 13's going to bump it over. That's their libero. Claire, I believe, is her name. Marnie comes in with a hard spike. Her spike, however, ends up in the net, and the Lancers will lose their serve after gaining only 1 point there. Score is 5-1. Lancers are going to need to find something to do here if they want to have a hope at winning this first game in this match. And that serve is too hard, going out of bounds there from, I don't know who served it. It wasn't number 3. Must have been number 24. I'm not even going to try and say her name. It's not something I'd be able to say. Olivia's serve is going to be too low and short. Score is 7-2. Lancers down 5 here, as the libero serves for Old Abe. 13, Claire And her serve just barely catching the top of the tape. However, unlike it will sometimes do and bouncing over the tape, it falls back down on Memorial's side, giving the Lancers their third point. Score 3-7. Lydia's serve is very hard, and I think that'll be an ace for her. Her like 10th or 12th of the night. I don't know. Lydia's been having a ridiculously good serving night, besides the couple she's hit way too hard out of bounds. Last game she ran a serve around 10 serves in a row. No. She went from 3 points all the way up to 20, so like 17 serves in a row last time. And now she's made 2 in a row here. I think that was 2 aces too, if I'm not mistaken. So, well played again by Lydia here. 7. Ooh, nice job there by Memorial of getting that one back. That was some amazing saving there off of a very hard serve again by Lydia. Kari with a beautiful spike, however, to the back row. And I believe that will be the Lancers point. Yes, I saw the ref doing something. I think it was just a tip signaling it was out of bounds, but I wanted to make sure there before I said anything. Lancers now only 1 point down after not too long ago being 5 points down. Lydia's serve is once more received. Nice job there by Sarah with a block and then a set. And Old Abe is unable to keep it from getting between one of their players and the net. And so the Lancers will pick up another point, and it's all tied up 7-7. Nice serving by Lydia, and good job by the Lancers of regaining some momentum here. Lydia with another very rocketing hard serve. Her serves are going like inches over the net. Nice job there by Olivia of trying to get to that one. However, that spike was very well placed there by Memorial, and they will gain 1 point off of that. I missed who spiked it. It's hard to keep track of the numbers from all the way over here. So much to do. Ah, crap, and my charger thingy decided it doesn't want to be a charger thingy again. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I'm not a huge fan. Number 30 is going to be serving. Number 30's name is Alexia. Might just be Alexa again. It's just spelled different than the other one was. Alexia, but there is an I in there, so might be Alexia. Marnie with a hard serve. It's received, however. Marnie gets to set it up. Sarah setting it over with a spike from Sheridan to the back row. Good job by Memorial of being there. Lydia's going to bump it up, and we're going to have someone crossing the line. Number 5 crossed over the line there. That would be Sarah Fox, I believe. She might have been in the net too, but I think it was a cross over the line signal there. 34 is going to serve again here. 34 is Josie. Olivia trying to dig that one as it fell very short there. That was a nice short serve, and was unable to get under it enough to put it into the air, and instead put it into the net and back to the ground it went. Score is 10-8. Lancers down 2. Kari coming in for a spike here. The libero receiving it. Libero hits it over. Free play for the Lancers. Lydia setting it to Kari. Over to Sarah for the spike. However, an easy receive there for number 24. 33. Nice job there by Lydia of getting in there. Surprise tip over there by Sheridan. And Sheridan blocking it. We're going to have an in the net called. Yep, an in the net's going to be called there on Sheridan. She brought her hand down there to try and push the ball to the ground, but as she did so, she brought it down into the net, and that is not allowed in volleyball. Josie with another serve here, received by Olivia. Marnie coming in there as she is the setter. Nice hustle there by Marnie, and it'll be a free play for Memorial. However, Lancers are now going to get a free play after Memorial sets it back over to them. And Sheridan's spike is too hard. The score is now 12-8. Memorial up. They're regaining that 5-point lead they had early on. 1 more point and they'll be there again. Josie's going to serve again. Olivia getting under it. Lancers have been doing a much better job here, though, of receiving these serves. And Kari with a hard spike, but once more too hard, and out of the bounds it goes. Lancers down 5, scores 13-8. See if the Lancers can regain some of their momentum again, get their feet back under them here. Not that I guess their feet have ever not been under them, but Lydia with a spike, and wow, Lancers are just pounding the ball way out of bounds. If the court was a basketball court, I think they'd be doing a very good job, but it is a volleyball court, and so all their spikes have been going much too far out here these past couple of plays, and Lancers are now down 6, the biggest deficit they have been at so far in this game. Remember, as I said earlier, Memorial White has yet to lose a match or a game. So Lancers definitely have a tough opponent here. So need to make sure they don't fall too far behind, or they're going to have a extremely difficult challenge of catching up. Josie has been doing an incredible job of serving here for Old Abe here. And here she goes again. Just barely into the tape. Olivia does rush forwards and manage to get under it. However, that's a hard one to receive, and it goes out of bounds. I'm running out of words here, guys. I don't know why. Olivia over to Marnie. Over to Sarah. Nice tipping it over there by Sarah. 30-23. 24 with a hard spike. It might have been blocked by Sarah. It looked like it was more blocked by the net. Marnie sets it into the middle. Nice spike there by Sheridan, and they finally managed to put enough downforce on it to get it into the court. Well played by the Lancers here. Sarah coming in with a hard serve. Sarah had some really good serves in the first match, but she has had the problem today of also serving it into the net. Just needs to get a little bit more height on it, but when she does, she's devastating to the other team. Mackenzie is going to be serving here, number 31. Received by Sarah. Marnie over to Olivia for the set over. Memorial having to dive to get it there, but they do save it. Kari with a hard spike, and it's in. Nicely done there by Kari, keeping that spike in, but an extremely well-placed one as well. Good hustle by Memorial to keep that ball alive for as long as they did. And it looks like Kari will now be serving. Kari's serve, a bit short and in the net. Lancers can't really afford that, and they've done it a couple too many times this game. The score is 17-10, so if they're going to come back, they need to come back now, or Memorial is going to win this first game. And if they win the first game, I mean, we're only going like off of number of games won, I believe, in this tournament. Almost a miscommunication by the Lancers, but they figure it out before it's too late. Nice dig there by Olivia, but she doesn't quite put enough upward force on it, and I don't really know if she could have with how she had to dive there. Lancers now down 8, and Memorial only needing 5 more. Kari digs it. Olivia setting it over, and they will gain a point off of that as North cannot get it back up and over the net. Good try by North, but I couldn't see what was happening. So that's all the comment I have on that. Sheridan with a nice spike. Beautiful receive there by number 24. Nice job by Sheridan of receiving that one as well. Marnie coming in with a hard spike. 3 does manage to get under it and hit it up. However, it goes towards the bleachers, and even though 33 hustles after it and tries to get under it, there's really no way she could with where it was going. Sheridan with another hard serve. I should have turned the camera there a bit, and that'll be an ace. I didn't even see anyone on Memorial move there. Not sure what happened there. If it was a miscommunication or if they didn't know the play was starting, I don't know. Or if I just can't see that far. Score is 18-13. Lancers need 5 more points here. I can math. That's something I can do. 20 with a nice spike. Ooh, beautiful save there by Sarah, and she comes back to spike it too. 20 setting it back to 34, who sets it over. Lydia's going to come in for a hard spike, but the libero's there to keep it from hitting the ground. 20 coming in for a spike. Ooh, and once more just can't quite get her hands around on the ball. I think if she ever does, the Lancers might be in trouble. She's a pretty tall and could really put it down. Another great serve there by Sheridan. Lancers only down 4. Can they save it? Ooh, such a great hustle there by Memorial, but the last bump just wasn't quite hard enough, and the Lancers are now only down 3. They definitely have a chance still here, but can't give up quite yet. Sheridan to the libero. Number 3 bumps it over. Free play here for the Lancers. Nice dig by Kari. Ooh, and Marnie coming in for the spike. Does connect with it, however, connects with it too late, and the ball will fall to the ground after being sent there by the net. Score is 19-15. Memorial's leading, and for Old Abe is serving 24. That's Mickey. Ooh, and yep, behind the... I called that table something earlier, and it was right, but I can't remember what it was now, so I'm going to call it like the head stats person table. Nothing you can do when the ball goes over there. Marnie setting it up. Sheridan keeping it out of the net. And Lydia is going to try and hold it over. However, there's going to be a lift there called on... Was it Marnie that was on the ground or Sheridan? Very good hustle by the Lancers, but to no avail. 24. Serve is over towards the ref and out of bounds. Lancers will be gaining another point. The Lancers are down 7. And Memorial only needs 4 more points to win this. So Lancers definitely starting to feel some pressure here. Ooh. Olivia trying to save that one, but is unable to. And I was going to follow Kari until I realized I never do that. So we'll just wait until she walks back past the camera. I'm running out of voice, so I might have to take a break here after this game or find somebody else. I don't know who I'd find, though, so. Sheridan over to Sarah. Sarah's spike is out. And 2 more points, and Emmanuel is going to bite the dust on this first game. They still do have a chance, but it's a far shot here now as the libero number 13 serves again. That's Claire. Lydia with a spike. It's good. The libero receiving it, however. It's way back, and it's going to be a free play for the Lancers. However, Memorial has a miscommunication there right at the end, and the Lancers just gain a point instead of the free play. Probably what they would rather have. Lydia serving again. She did serve 5 good serves earlier, so she could get the Lancers right back in this again. And she served 17 in the last match. Kari with a nice spike over. 33 coming in to get it. Ooh, and another miscommunication. Memorial's starting to slip here, their grip, but they only need 2 more points. The Lancers need 2 more to get to 20 and 5 after that. So Memorial still sits in a pretty lofty position for the Lancers to try and assault them. However, Lydia gets her 6th ace of the game, and I stopped counting overall today. She has a lot. 1 more point to 20, 4 more to catch up. Scores 23-19. Lancers definitely haven't given up yet. Another good serve by Lydia. And it's going to be a free play for the Lancers. Ooh, that was a very nasty bump. I don't know if I would call that a free play. It was bumped over, but how she managed to get it to fall so fast is beyond me. Very well done there. I don't think it was the libero that hit it, but whoever hit it on Memorial's side, that was an incredible play. 30's going to be serving it in here. That's Alexia. 1 point and the Lancers are out of this, meaning the Lancers now have to get to 26. Nice done by Sheridan. Lydia hits it over, and Lydia's spike is inbounds just beyond the reach of the libero. Lancers do still have a shot at this. They need to get to 26 now to win. Marnie has to make every serve here. The pressure I would not like to face, but her first one is good. 24 receiving it. 30 over to 31. Lydia gets it. Marnie's going to set it all the way over to Kari for a spike. Kari's spike is in the middle. Well-placed spike there. Good try by Old Abe's players, but they were too spread out to receive that one. 1 point out of the 6 needed. They at least need 3 more. And they get 1 more there. Memorial unable to keep it out of the net. Memorial might have gotten a bit too complacent here, or the Lancers might have just really started trying their best here. Come out really strong here at the end. However, Memorial still has a good shot at that, and that'll be it. Lydia tries to get under it, but that was a well-placed spike. She might have been better off leaving that one, as it might have gone out of bounds, but we will never know. And so now the teams will switch. I think I might take a break broadcasting this next match, as my feet are sore and my voice is tired. So I think I'll just leave the video running for you, and I will be back shortly, unless somebody else wants to come over here and broadcast, but I need to take a short break, so Thank you for sticking with us, and there should be, I was told that they would be playing 4 games today, or 4 matches, and so far they've only played 3, so there will still be another one off of this one, and if it gets really exciting towards the end, I'll come over and broadcast this last game of this 3rd match. They will only play 2 unless they change the rule since last time, so thanks for watching, and enjoy the next match, or game. Never mind, I'm going to have to shut off the broadcast. I'm going to have to find some spot to plug in, because our portable chargers just aren't working today. So, yeah. I think I'm going to close this broadcast for this next game. I am sorry. If it gets really exciting, I'll come back, but I need to go find some place to charge my phone. So, thank you for watching, and we will be back at some point.